Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video and to part 2 of my 2018-2019 Cars Diecast line tier list, where I have been ranking all of the new releases in the Cars 2018-2019 Diecast line. So the cars on this style of packaging that came out before the new Blue Desert cars that are currently the ones in store. Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another video and to part 2 of my tier list here, where I have been ranking all of the new releases in the Cars 2018-2019 diecast line, not counting cars that were only released in multi-packs or cars from other series like the Beach Racers, Thomasville Racers, etc. I'm just going over singles, 2-packs, and deluxes. I made sort of an exception for Michael Roeder here, who was first released in an 11-pack, but then was released as a single just a few months later, so I allowed him to be here. Anyway, if you don't know how a tier list works, S is the highest tier, it's what you see as the best, and F, of course, is the lowest. I like all the cars released here, so in the case of this video, S are my personal favorites, like the ones that I think are just incredible. A are ones that I still really like, that I think are great. B are ones that I think are really good. C are just kind of the average ones that I still do like, but you know, I think they're nothing too special, but they're ones that I still definitely really like. D are cars that I like less than the ones in C tier. Usually you'll see a car that I was a little disappointed by in the D tier here. E tier is for cars that I like less than the ones in D tier. You can see currently it's basically polluted by the Rusty's Racing Center cars, the Rusty's Racing Center trainees, because there are just so many of them, and they all are so similar that I don't really like one more than the other. And then F tier is just for releases that I don't like, and that is empty so far. We'll see if this stays that way. So last time I did half of the series, and this time I'm going to be going over the other half, those being Next Gens, Thunder Hollow, the Cotter Pin, Doc's Racing Days, and Scavenger Hunt, which is a whole lot of cars. For the Next Gens, we have Cam Spinner, Michael Roeder, Chris Roman, Conrad Camber, Rich Mixon, Richie Gunzit, and Sheldon Shifter, as well as Eric Breaker and Spiky Phillips. By the way, if the cars I go over are in a 2-pack, I will be ranking each individual car. Then for Thunder Hollow, we have Kevin Ryvan, Mo Revlin, Motor Turner. Then we have Todd Crash and the corrected Rosco. For the Cotter Pin, Andrew Vrooman, Bill Revs, Jen Tansedan, Jenny Toland, Vanden Kerr, Xanadu Bumpers, and that's it for those guys. Doc's Racing Days sees Heyday River Scott, Jet Robinson, Leroy Hemming, Duke Coulters, and that's it for those. And the rest are Scavenger Hunt cars. Up first, the Rubber Tires guys that were a very limited release. Jackson, corrected Cars 3 Chick Hicks without the headset and with the piston cup. Cal Weathers and Rusty's Cruise. The 2 Scavenger Hunt Super Chases, Biz Torquins and Sergeant Highgear. And the rest are metallic releases. Cruise, Dino Draftsky, Florida Ramon. His Mini, I think, was called Miami Ramon. Then Metallic Maryland, Metallic Mario Andretti, Metallic Nick Stickers, Metallic Bobby Swift, Metallic Cars 3 McQueen, Metallic Rex Reveler, Metallic Sally, and Metallic Shannon. So let's get started here with the Next Gen series. Up first we have Cam Spinner, who I really like. Unfortunately, he has a bad case of the paunchy eyelids, where the eyelids are for some reason black when they're not supposed to be. Cam's eyelids are supposed to be blue. But I still really like how he turned out. I don't think it's as distracting as it is on Paunchy. He's one of my favorite Next Gen designs. I'm going to put him in A tier, but I think he may have been S tier material if his eyelids had turned out correctly. Michael Roeder, another Next Gen that I really like. I really like his color scheme. I'm going to put him in the A tier as well, I think. Chris Roman, one of my favorite Next Gen designs. We see this whole pixely aesthetic all the time in the real world, but Chris Roman is the only Cars character to really have this whole pixely design going on. And I like all the intricate details on him. On his Thailand release, which was his first release, a single release, the green section of him is actually kind of raised up a bit from the other sections of him. Really like how he turned out. He is actually going to be the second car to make the S tier. Conrad Camber, Shiny Wax has some of my favorite character designs. Conrad, though, I think he's just kind of average. I like how his, I don't know if I'll put him in A or B. I like his prototype. His prototype was very unique, but the final release is just more green. I think I'm gonna put him in C tier. Rich Mixon, I'm gonna put in B tier. Another car that I really like how he turned out. Very unique. So many Piston Cup cars are the same colors. And Rich is just all pink, which is a nice change of pace there. Richie Gunsit is a car that I was a little disappointed in. I like the idea of making him sort of look like a pill, and in terms of the color scheme and everything, and with all the logos on him. But he's kind of an empty car. There's not too much on him. I think I'm going to put him in C tier as well. And Sheldon Shifter, I'm also going to put in C tier. Two cars that I think they really could have done a bit more with. Eric Breaker, I thought long and hard about this one as to where I should put him. He's another car that I wish they did a bit more with in terms of his design. But you know what? I'm going to put him in C tier. I was considering putting him in the D tier, but I think I'll put him in C. And I'm going to put Spiky Phillips in B because he's a bit more of a unique design with all those like energy crackles all over him. I like how he turned out. Moving on to the Thunder Hollow series, I really like how a lot of these background characters look. Kevin Ryvan, believe it or not, I'm putting in A tier. He's one of my favorite background character designs. Mo Revlin, I got Mo after I got Maddie McGear's mother, Melissa Bernebrake, who's the same model and very similar to Mo. So I'm actually going to put Mo in the D tier, because she's not really anything too special, especially after the release of Melissa Bernebrake. Although she is her own unique color scheme, she's kind of shiny, has her own facial expression. Moving on to Motor Turner, I think I'm going to put her in the D tier as well. Nothing too special in my eyes. I like how Bill Revs turned out better than her. Todd Crash, I'm going to put in... B or C. I'm going to put him in C tier. I like, again, another car that I like how he looks, but there's nothing too special in my opinion. Although he is very unique. He's his own model. Rosco, I'm also going to put in the C tier. He's just a larger, more accurate Rosco. They fixed basically all the problems with the original one, which is nice, but still nothing too special. Although it is nice to get a corrected diecast so soon after the original was released. He came out not even a year after the original Rosco was released. He came out like 10 or 11 months after the original, so they fixed that guy fast. Andrew Vrooman is going to go in the B tier, one of my other favorite background characters. Bill Revs, I think I'm going to put in the C tier. As I said, I like him more than Motor Turner. They do share a model. Jen Tansedan. Oh, I don't know if I want to put her in B tier or C tier. I'm going to put her in B tier. So many of these background characters are rusty cars, so it's nice to get a change of pace with cars like Andrew and Jen. Speaking of characters named Jenny Toland. I'm going to put her, oh man, I don't know. Jenny has some really nice rust designs that are realistic to that of an actual car. And I like that, so she's going in B tier. Vanden Kerr, once again, going in the B tier. I really like how some of these background characters look. Xanadu bumpers, it's nice to have a buggy that isn't Cruze Basoro, or Volkswagen Beetle, sorry, that isn't Cruze Basoro, but I'm going to put Xanadu in C tier, because she's a repaint of Cruze Basoro. But still a nice one to have, another unique car. Moving on to the Doc's Racing Days series, I really like a lot of these cars. Heyday River Scott is probably one of my least favorites, though. So I think he is also going to go in C tier. I may need to make a bigger C tier. Jet Robinson. This guy is awesome. Jet Robinson is going right into the A tier. As is Leroy Hemming, I think. I love how so many of these flashback legend racers turned out, and those are definitely some awesome ones. I don't have Duke Coulter's. Unfortunately, I'm still missing him. Um, but I think he's very similar to River Scott, but he is unique. I'm going to put him in the B tier because I don't like him as much as Jet and Leroy, but I still do like him very much. Now for the rest of the cars, which are all scavenger hunt releases. Rubber Tire Jackson Storm. I think I'm going to put him in the E tier just because there's nothing too special with him. Just regular Jackson with rubber tires, not widely released. However, Rubber Tires Chick Hicks is unique, and he comes with a Piston Cup accessory on the pedestal. He has it in Cars 3, and he doesn't have his headset. I'm going to put him in C tier, although unfortunately he wasn't released regularly. I don't have him either. Rubber Tires Cal. I like Cal Weathers. It's nice to have a Rubber Tires Cal, but nothing too special. I'm sorry, I'm putting him in the E tier. And Rusty's Cruise with rubber tires, I'm putting in the E tier as well. Nothing too special with them. Biz Torquins. A car who I don't think was worthy of being a super chase. I think she's going to be in D tier. She's an average car in my opinion. Sergeant High Gear, a long-awaited release. Of course, you could buy one of the fake ones online, but it's nice that he finally got an official release, even though he was a super chase. I'm going to put him... Oh, I don't know if I should put him in A or B, because he's a car we knew about for a while. But he is much more detailed than those fake ones. I'm putting him in the B tier. Putting him in the B tier. Really happy to have him released, though. Moving on to the metallic cars. Metallic Cruise. I've openly stated, I don't have this variant of Cruise, but I've openly stated that I'm not a big fan of it. The fact that her mirrors aren't metallic really bothers me, as I think she looks so good aside from that. I don't know if I should put her in E tier. I'm considering F tier. I think this is a car that I need to get. This is one of the cars that I don't have, and I think my opinion on her could definitely change if I had her. I'll put her in E tier. Metallic Dino Draftsky, I also don't have him. As you can see here, Dino was one of my favorite veteran racer designs from this series, from the 2018-2019 line. But I'm going to put him in the D tier. How good cars look when they're metallic, in my opinion, depends on how much of them is metallic and what color they choose to make metallic. And this is a problem that I think metallic Florida Ramon has. Florida Ramon is two colors, primarily. He's this pinkish color and this tannish color, and they made the pinkish color metallic. Basically, he's mainly tan, but then he has all these like pinkish highlights on him. And I just don't think that was the right choice. I don't think he was the right Ramon to make a metallic variant of. Just because, regardless of what color you made metallic on him, I feel like it would have made the other colors stand out less. They chose to make the pink color metallic. Well, now, not much of Ramon is metallic. If they'd chosen to make the tan color metallic, sure, it would look fine, more of him would be metallic, but the pink parts on him would have difficulty standing out. So I think it would be best if he was fully metallic instead of just one color being metallic, but unfortunately that's not how they operate. He's going to go into E tier. Metallic Marilyn, why does she exist? I don't know. She's very, very, very similar to regular Marilyn. I'm going to put her in the D tier. Metallic Mario Andretti, I think it's going to be another one in the G tier. I still like that he exists, but I think he's a release that I keep forgetting about for some reason. But I do like the fact that he exists. Although I oftentimes sort of confuse him with my Thailand variant of Mario Andretti, which is not metallic. So I guess that sort of says something. Nick Stickers, on the other hand, is one of my favorite metallic releases from this line. I really like the metallic green they use. He really stands out. I like the fact that he is fully metallic. He is actually going in the B tier. Metallic Bobby Swift. I think I'm going to put him in the B tier. I don't think he's as good as Nick Stickers because he isn't fully metallic, but I really, really like him. Now moving on to our final four here. Up first, Metallic Cars 3 McQueen. I think he's the only McQueen on this list. He is going to go in the C tier, I think. Nothing too special, just another metallic McQueen. Rex Revler. Metallic Rex Revler. In my mind, he's very similar to the metallic Dino Draftsky. I'm going to put him in the D tier. Still a nice release, though. Metallic Sally, unfortunately, is a release that I actually don't like. Compared to the 2018 updated Sally, the eyes on this Sally look so much worse. They're in a much smaller, like, confined space. I think it's unfortunate because she could have looked really good, but they just messed up there with the eyes. I'm sorry. Metallic Sally, let's move her over, is going to be in the F tier. Shannon Spokes, Metallic Shannon Spokes, a car who's already kind of shiny. I don't have this release, but I don't really think she's anything too special. I'm going to put her in the E tier. So that ends it. That is the tier list here. Maybe I'll do some more for this series. I could definitely rank the cars that I missed out on, like the Beach Racers, the Thomasville Racers, the multi-pack exclusives, although I don't think there are many of those that I didn't rank in this. But until then, this is how the tier list stands. In F tier, Metallic Sally. In E tier, all of the Rusty's Racing Center trainees. Rubber Tires Jackson, Cal, and Rusty's Cruz. Metallic Cruz, Metallic Florida Ramon, and Metallic Shannon Spokes. In D tier, the updated 2018 Ramon, Brian Imagir, Dan Holland, two releases that I was disappointed by. Sterling with Headset, Cars 3 Bob Cutlass, Mo Revlin, Motor Turner, Biz Torquins, Metallic Dino Draftsky, Metallic Maryland, Metallic Mario Andretti, and Metallic Rex Revler. In C tier, the biggest tier, although it only beat B tier by 2 spaces, we have 2018 Sally, Sarge with Cannon, Adam Park, Honk Cho, Marcus Cranksler, Rev Rodages, made her with a 95 hat there, Conrad Camber, Richie Gunzit, Sheldon Shifter, Eric Breaker, Todd Crash, the updated Rosco, Bill Rev, Xanadu Bumpers, Heyday River Scott, the corrected Rubber Tires Chick Hicks with the Piston Cup, and Cars 3 McQueen, Metallic Cars 3 McQueen. And then moving on to B tier, the second largest tier. I just realized D and E tiers are tied. We have Mike Stock Car, Megan Shifter, Nick Pit Tire, Carl Clutchin, Florida Ramon, Keel Motoray, Rich Mixon, Spikey Phillips, Andrew Ruman, Jen Tansidan, Jenny Toland, Vanden Kerr, Duke Coulters, Sergeant Highgear, Nick Stickers, and Metallic Bobby Swift. In A tier, we have Van Scanlane, Globy, Dino Draftsky, the regular version, Cam Spinner, Michael Roeder, Kevin Ryvan, Jet Robinson, and Leroy Hemming. And then in S tier, only 2 cars, those being Steve Herschel and Chris Roman. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.